There is a workload in leadership that does not appear on any org chart, and it's an emotional load. So someone is struggling in your team. Another person is angry. Two members of the team have stopped talking to each other. A valued employee, one of the team, is thinking about leaving, possibly because of one of the other issues. People are anxious about change. Somebody wants certainty when there simply isn't any available. And all of that arrives at the leader's door. Now, good leaders try to protect their team from this high emotional baggage that they see affecting everybody. And the baggage coming either from above or from within the team. Now, good leaders care, but the danger comes when caring gradually becomes carrying. And it makes sense that the leaders that care the most struggle the most. I see team leaders all the time who finish the day physically away from work, but still emotionally surrounded by the people they've spent the day supporting, almost like ghosts. They replay conversations. They worry about somebody's well-being. They wonder whether they handled the conflict correctly. They anticipate tomorrow's difficult conversation. They've taken on some work from somebody who seems to be struggling. And eventually the team becomes a 24-hour emotional occupation. This is the number one cause of burnout in mid-tier team leaders today. About 69% of people are affected. And this is why relational intelligence is one of the 5 level up edges. It's our ability to understand what happens between people. So I always say, look at the dance, not the dancers, just for a minute. Safety, trust, belonging, mattering, conflict, power, emotional atmosphere are what I call the soundtrack of your team. This is the dance, right? And importantly, it's the ability to stay connected to people without absorbing everything that they're experiencing. There's good research behind why this matters. A major meta-analysis by Fraser and colleagues found psychological safety predicts engagement, information sharing, and performance, with leader behavior identified as one of the important antecedents. Mark C. Crowley has found that well-being is a better predictor of performance in an organization than engagement is. Relationally intelligent leaders learn to spot what's happening beneath the words being spoken in their teams. They make difficult conversations safer. They allow healthy disagreement. And they recognize when somebody needs support and when somebody needs accountability. They create the conditions in which people can say, I'm struggling, or I disagree, or I think we're getting this wrong, without that person fearing what happens next. They allow emotional frustration and distress to be aired, where everybody gets heard, and then work with the team to define what can be done and what's out of their control. That allows them to develop a plan to tackle it together. This is known as containment in psych terms. But they have to develop boundaries around the emotional load that they carry themselves. This is of primary importance. We've spent years talking about leaders getting more out of their people, squeezing the toothpaste tube, if you like. Perhaps the more useful question today is, what does the leader create around their people that allows everyone to perform closer to their best? That's relational intelligence, and it is every bit as important to readiness as technical capability. So if the relational health of your leadership team is becoming a performance issue, let's have a conversation about level up. Thanks.